You again. All right, well, let's get started. Let's get your vital signs. How are you feeling today? Okay. Here. Alrighty. Well, blood pressure looks stable still. So blood pressure medication seems to be working very well. So you're early, good. That shows eagerness or maybe desperation. Either way, doesn't matter. This is your chastity consultation and fitting. And I want to be clear. You're not here for pleasure. You're here for correction, a physical restraint for a failure in your behavior since you cannot stop touching yourself. Now, strip everything. Yes, everything. You will not cover yourself. You will not hide. There is no hiding from me. You gave up that right to privacy the moment you admitted that you couldn't be trusted with that useless little worm. Now step forward. Stand on the mat. Hands behind your back. Eyes on the wall. Let's begin. Let me inspect you from all angles here. Interesting. Okay. Now tell me, how long exactly have you been touching yourself with the weak self-control? How long has this been going on? The need to stroke, to fantasize, to imagine yourself as something more than a twitchy, needy submissive. Of course you don't know. Boys like you never do. Let's see what we're working with here. Let me take a measurement. I tried to find a smaller tape measure, but this is the smallest I could find. Hopefully it'll work for this tiny little thing. Jeez. Length. Just under 1.5 inches. Soft. Girth. Barely worth noting. And yet it still manages to throb when I speak to you like this. How adorable. You're already reacting. This is why you're being locked. You're simply not safe. Based on your measurement and the mental profile, I'm assigning you a level 1 cage. Plastic, vented, medical grade, with enough room for hygiene, but not for hope. This is your temporary model. It's designed to give you one last chance. Because if you leak, if you touch, if you so much as breathe too heavily around the wrong photo, I'll fit you into the permanent model. Yes, we discussed this at your last consultation. It's a micro cage, the one I keep in the freezer just so it's always cold when I apply it. Now, lift your shrimp. Yes, 2 fingers. Well, you might just need 1. Let me install it for you. Okay. Ring in position. Tube sliding over your pathetic little tip. And locked. There. Sealed. Contained. You're officially caged. Now, we need to go over your chastity schedule. Let's talk about what happens next. You will remain in chastity for a minimum of 21 days. During this period, you will not be allowed to orgasm. You will not be allowed to touch. You will not be allowed to beg. And if you do try to beg, I will say no. You will report to me daily. Morning photo of the locked device with timestamp. Midday, either a mantra or written confession. Nightly arousal log describing every inappropriate thought you had that day. I'm gonna write this down. I want to know every twitch, every ache, every humiliating dream. And if you don't submit, or if your tone isn't respectful enough, that's when the punishment protocols would be put into place. Let's talk about something. I mentioned it at your last visit, but I need to make this very clear. This is the permanent device. Steel, cold, half the size of what you're wearing now. There is no key for this one. As I mentioned before, it only opens with my fingerprint. No privacy, no stimulation, no erections, ever. This is what I give to disobedient patients, to the ones who forget who they serve, to the ones who think they still deserve access to their own shrimp. You don't. You abuse it, you lose it. That's how it works. And do you want that? Because I can give it to you today. One leak, one touch, one pathetic little attempt to relieve yourself, and you'll never feel freedom again. Now, let's talk about your care instructions. This device must stay clean. You need to shower daily, no oils, no lotions, no unauthorized removal. If the cage comes off for any reason, you are to report to me immediately. If you lie, I will know. Your next fitting will involve straps, plugs, and a full behavioral reset. You're lucky, you know. Some boys wait years for a doctor like me to take control, to cage them, to strip away the illusion that they were ever in charge of their urges. But you're mine now, locked, powerless, and it only gets tighter from here. Now don't disappoint me, or you'll regret not being locked like this forever. We will follow up in 21 days. You can schedule your next appointment as you leave the building. And don't forget, no touching or I will know, and the punishment will be severe. Take care. Before you go, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a thing. Also, if you are interested in serving me, you may message me on any of my adult platforms. The link is in the description of this video. Do not forget to include your tribute, as I will not be responding to any messages unless you have sent your tribute. Thank you for watching.